Hi everyone, I am M. Purnima Devi, working as an assistant professor under AI/ML department in SNS College of Technology. Today I am going to teach about AI tools, automatic localization of programming exercises. So I discussed about various AI tools. So using ChatGPT to translate and localize exercises can have various benefits. The translation does not need to be necessarily rigid word-to-word translation, but instead we can leverage the flexibility of LLM. ChatGPT can also perceive syntactic and semantic information quite well in the translation. For example, ChatGPT can modify the exercise to fit more into the cultural context of the translator language. Additionally, it can also preserve correct syntax quite well in the translation. This is useful when one needs to translate code examples or text written in LaTeX. Some of these potential use cases are presented in the practical examples of chapter 3.2. Of course, the teacher should always proofread the translation to confirm its quality. The main drawback of using LLMs as a translation tool is that LLMs tend to hallucinate and repeat stereotypes. The main drawback of using LLMs as a translation tool is that LLMs tend to hallucinate and repeat stereotype. Hallucination might happen even mid-sentence. Because of this, you should always review the translation before forwarding the material to students. ChatGPT's translating capability is different depending on the domain and style of the translated text. As it is with many other tasks, GPT-4 is better at translating languages than GPT 3.5. We also conducted small-scale testing of translation capabilities of ChatGPT 3.5 and ChatGPT 4 and noticed the translation seemed to achieve better quality when translating from Finnish to English than when translating from English to Finnish. So at most we expect that similar types of differences might occur in translation quality due to various factors such as language and topic. Additionally, if either the input or output language is not English, translating the prompt to the input or output language might improve results. So when we were translating text from Finnish to Swedish, we noticed that ChatGPT had a tendency to translate some of the material to English instead of Swedish when the initial prompt was written in English. Changing the language of the initial prompt to Swedish seemed to mitigate this problem. ChatGPT might struggle with translating low resource or distant languages. A technique called pivot prompting might improve the quality of translations. In pivot prompting, the sentence is first translated for a high resource language, example English, instead of directly translating it from one lower source language to another. As discussed in the above paragraph, ChatGPT's main strength and weakness as a translation tool is its flexibility and the ability to adapt text. Due to this, we want to empathize the need to select a translation tool that fits best to your use case. If you do not need the flexibility that ChatGPT and offer, look into other machine translation service such as DeepL8. So next one is automatic translation and localization of longer text. So translating a longer text with ChatGPT UI can become cumbersome. Often teachers need to translate not only one exercise but a large amount of existing material. Additionally, when a chat window is used to translate longer text, multiple messages in the same thread, it has some problems. Quite often, instead of translating the provided material, it just continues the material hallucinates. We notice that this problem can be circumvented by using the API. This technical solution relies on features that are only available in the API. So we have created a tool that solves this and similarly takes into account the maximum token size of context. This tool is free to use, MIT license and available here. So technical explanation, and the tool can still keep at most the maximum amount of context possible in the ChatGPT's memory. The tool works by breaking down text into chunks, and each chunk of text is then broken down into 3 different messages, and all of these have different rules. If the context size of the ChatGPT is then exceeded, the tool keeps close to the maximum possible amount of the previously translated text in the context. This leads to translating having higher consistency and better quality than translating the context section by section without including all previous context. So one circ is broken into three parts. Role system. The system message is modified version of the prompt 3.2 in the method. The main difference is to change it to be a role instead of direct command. So role user. And the user message is a chunk of the input text. So text to be translated. So role assistant, the translation. This is only filled in the previous messages by the script. Workflow with the tool. Extract original material. Often material needs to be extracted. The original material can be in the PDF website or in PowerPoint slides. ChatGPT can quite often create a simple script that extracts material from different formats in plain text. Additionally, we have created a quite easily modifiable script for scrapping websites to MD format available here. It might require mirror alternation if you want to preserve example code format, but can also use as to extract basic headlines and text. Proofreading the translated material is often more enjoyable if the original syntax is preserved in the translation as much as possible. As an additional note, the tool is capable also translating LaTeX files while preserving the format relatively well in the translation. Practical examples. So there are some things that need to be considered when using ChatGPT for translations. We have created some example of this. For example, ChatGPT also seems to favor names like John Doe. Finnish equivalent is Matti, so Mikalainen. So students might not like it if all the names used in exercise are always the same ones. Another possible caveat is that sometimes ChatGPT might not use the correct term in the translation, but instead use some word with a similar meaning. To a human, some of these translations can appear unnatural or inaccurate. This can be seen as one additional reason to always proofread the LLM generated translations. Thank you.